War is a good time to forge friendships, alliances. Harry and Lavalette, busy building walls and forging swords, forgot that. When he was gone, those he loved were forced to forge friendships with those he hated.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roche. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship with a sorceress named Yennefer. Stories of a life stolen from him. Am I boring you? Don't set this tale aside. Give me just a few minutes more, for someone special's about to appear in dire straits upon a scaffold.
Hehe, Dandelion. "4 months earlier, Temerian-Edirnian border. Meet Iorveth. Commander of an Elven Scoia'tael resistance group. And also supposedly in league with whoever killed Demavend and now King Foltest.
Sheathe your sword, elf. I'm here to talk. Bow low. You stand before a head crowned. That of Demavend, King of Aedirn by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you are?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned.
Go on.
Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in the killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his neck. Time to go. Do we have a deal, elf?
Well, that assassin's a mountain of meat. Chapter 1, present day. Temerian-Adernian border. So roughly the same place.
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
Damn right.
Time of the month.
What? Wow, that was an incredibly douchey comment, Vernon.
Come on already.
Yeah, let's check out all these like chests and crates here. I don't want to miss anything.
Come on, Witcher. What?
What?
Witcher, we're waiting.
Alright, alright. Yeah, so apparently I got all my like stuff back that was taken from me in the prison. I guess Roche just had it and gave it back to me like once I reached the ship. Yeah, what's pretty cool is that I have both the swords from Witcher 1 that I had at the end of the game. They got imported here. Obviously they're not as powerful in Witcher 2 anymore, but I mean it's still cool that you get to see them, as well as the Raven's armor, which I also got from Witcher 1. They have each like 3 upgrade slots, so they have the potential to become quite a bit better, but you know, still at the end of this game I will still have other stuff. So what do we have here? Quilted leather, worn leather gauntlets, short gauntlets, probably better. They have +1, yeah, that's slightly better. Leather combat jacket, herbalist gloves, leather jacket. Heavy leather trousers. They're better than just trousers, aren't they? Armor +1, resistance to incineration and all that kind of jazz. Trousers, herbalist gloves, mage's trousers, yeah. And obviously we're at like 406 weight out of 250 now, so you know, we can only walk for a while until we get to a merchant. Which is unfortunate, but what can you do?
Any news from your secret informer?
The port's blocked. The merchants are being held up for months.
What about roads through the forest?
Iorveth rules the forest.
Oh, wait.
More stuff. I mean, I'm overloaded anyways.
Trouble.
Oh, there is a plant. I can't leave the plant alone, I'm sorry.
You coming?
Oh, come on. Don't be so impatient. It's not like we gotta catch a killer or something.
Move!
You, with your authoritative voice.
Can we go?
Alright. Welcome to Flotsam.
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Iorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that?
Roche doesn't say anything to that. Head of the... like not Secret Service, but...
Say that.
Oh.
I smell an elf.
So you can smell elves, that's interesting. Some nice music. Ah, this game is so gorgeous, even though it's like 5 years old.
That's...
Vernon Roche, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children. Twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Iorveth, a regular son of a whore!
I've long awaited our meeting, laid plans, set traps, and now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
We need him alive. Know any useful spells?
Get his attention. I need to focus.
I'll try.
Climb down and we'll finish this. I await.
Ha! You're a man without honor, Vernon Roche. An insect I'll not duel, but one that I will crush.
Seems like you spout the same old elven drivel.
What do you mean, Witcher?
I've seen your kind before. Proud and shay, sneaking around forests. Helpless, yet masking that with acts of increasing cruelty.
I helped kill Roche's king. You call that helpless? Or would you call me a terrorist? No one will grant us our freedom, Witcher. We must win it for ourselves.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Squaretal again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Triss, now!
Stars on Roche!
Nice one, Triss.
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you alright?
Lovely.
Seems like that spell took a lot of energy.
Should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
I love how unabashedly political this game is. That whole conversation
Geralt,
with
the spell's still working.
Iorveth
Stay
was just
Triss is spent, so no more butterflies.
way too real.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Get your hands off my ass.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or one of the commandos. I'm a woman.
I noticed.
Okay.
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Not mine. Hold the spell.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
let's
a bit
go.
unfortunate that I can't move any faster than a snail right now,
Are you alright?
Yes.
and I can't even evade.
Sons of bitches.
There we go,
What's-
dead. And I bet this is one of those.
Geralt, the spell's still
okay,
working.
there was
Stay
a
close.
save like here, right here. Okay, that's good. Let's use a Quen to protect ourselves, and then possibly an
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way.
To
We
the
must
witch.
fight our way toward Flotsam.
One of them, whence they come,
Hands off my ass.
blows.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour.
You're fighting for me now.
Commandos. I'm a woman.
I noticed.
Death to Laredo!
At least I'll die holding a lovely arm.
Mine. Y'all hold
Come on, let's go.
Oh, I need to get inside. Oh,
Are you alright?
Yes.
okay.
Fine.
This is like severely hindering me here.
Geralt, the spell's still working. Stay close.
My
Back to the boat.
Inability to run any faster. And
We must find our way
inability
toward Flotsam.
Get your hands off my
to evade.
ass. I'm not a sack of flour or one of the commandos.
I know.
Alright, XC time.
At least I'll die holding a lovely arm.
Don't hold the stuff.
Whoa, that was close. Gwen,
Stop shaking.
stop shaking. I need to focus.
Are you alright?
Yes. Fine.
Bitches.
What's
Okay.
happening? All I see are your boots.
Almost
Where the
there.
hell is that trading post? I'm starting to think we'll make it. Wait,
Fortunately, my
the barrier's waning.
stamina doesn't regen
Quick!
because I got
Give me a
Gwen
bit more
going,
magic.
but I need it, otherwise I'll just die.
Carol, kill them now!
Oh, damn it. I'm dead, I think. Ah, damn it. Like, I mean, what other signs could I use? I don't think Erden is very effective here. The trap. Axie, like getting some of
Geralt,
them
the
to fight
spell's
for
still
us.
working. Stay close.
That could be useful. And obviously Gwen.
Triss is spent, so no more butterflies.
Gwen.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Gwen keeps us from.
Hands off my ass.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour.
Regenerating our stamina.
Commandos. I'm a woman.
So maybe I'll just
No,
use
it's-
Axie for a little while.
I'm in this.
I'll try that anyways. Okay, you.
At least
Oh,
I'll
fight
die
for
holding
me.
a lovely arm. Come on, let's go.
Oh, now I'm outside and I'll
Are you
be
alright?
shot at by arrows, which is
Fine.
unfortunate. I need to re-charm him.
What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Okay.
Where the hell is that
Could
trading
be
post?
a decent position we're in now.
I'm starting to think we'll make it.
Still go for
Wait.
Gwen if we need
Barrier's
to.
waning.
We have
Triss.
one who's
Be
attacking
quick!
them.
Give me a bit more magic.
Pulling aggro a little
Just a
bit.
little. Carol, kill them now.
Death to Laredo! Let's charm one of them. There we go. Thank you. Oh! That was unkind. I hope there's not many more.
Scoy solid sacking! Alarm!
No, we're close. Oh, we're very close to
them! Ready yourselves!
the village now. This looks so cool. Okay, we made it. Very good. Yeah, I think they're giving up. They won't attack the village outright.
You know each other?
Rather well. But he has amnesia.
Oh.
I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Iorveth.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
Iorveth Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting.
Heh.
Take care now.
Alright, a rough landing.
Spice merchant. Not likely.
So, obviously I want to go back and grab all that loot that the elves dropped.
Iorveth led them. I saw him with my own eyes.
Witcher.
Who are these blokes?
But I think before I do that, I'm gonna... Oh, that's a lot of XP for rough landing. I'm gonna sell something so that I can move.
Oh no, I'm not talking to a freak.
Wait a minute.
Be off, or I'll call the guards. People! The mutant's pursuing me!
Thanks, asshole. Wait, wasn't there a merchant here somewhere?
You might want to stir it.
Yet I don't.
Pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Flotsam.
Maybe this guy? So much meteorite ore.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell indeed. Yeah, I think they're just gonna despawn the corpses and the loot with it, so I need to hurry a little bit, but I can't do it at this speed.
At your service.
At my service, really.
Bloody hell.
Why the hell are
At
we
my service, bloody hell.
stacking this stuff? At your service.
Okay, I can't reach that crate, it seems. Still carrying too much weight. Okay. So at this point, I think I might as well go back, even at this speed. It's gonna be boring as fuck, I guess, but there you go.
Boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
Not yet. Get to work, you sloth!
Get to work, you sloths. Do we have a map for this? Oh yes, we do. Oh lovely. It's gonna be quite the excursion here. Just walking. Wait. Where's this lead? Like nowhere special, right? Just to a place of power. Oh, there's actually a cave here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there yet though. Any of the loot's still here? Well, I hope so. Otherwise, we'll have to do all of this again. Don't want to miss, like, the sword from the Blue Mountains. There we go. Yep, more Dead Elf loot. Some, what is this? Balis? I know, carrying too much weight. So, I'm basically like your mom. Oh, some white myrtle, or what is it? Celandine, alright. There's one more. And I think this will be about it for the loot. So yeah, this is the first time in the game we've had some semblance of quiet and time to think. Even though it said there's an execution going on, so we might want to have a look at that. But you know, we can wait a little while. By the gods, stringing up the swords. Go to the town square and watch the execution. As you do. I don't think there's anything left here that I overlooked. Gotta make sure. You know? There's a place of power here.
Oh, please.
This is Roche's ship. Okay. Fair enough. Let's... Oh, I see something there. Is that... Yeah, some wolfsbane. Let's go back to Flotsam, watch that execution. It's gonna take a while. So look at our swords. Gisam. That actually has more damage. What is it? Oh, it's like a halberd or something. Blackjack, 5 to 10. Or then our rune shield. Rusty steel sword, 6 to 10. Short sword. Pickaxe. Rusty dagger, scoop. Rusty steel sword, rusty dagger, short sword. Temerian sword. Whoa. Like a straight up Temerian sword has more damage than my Mahakam rune shield. Long sword has a bit less. Pickaxe. Gwal here. 9 to 13. That's the same actually. But it doesn't have the chance of instant kill. It also only one upgrade slot. Long sword. Right, so this is where we are. That's fine. Yeah, also we still have our silver sword, our moonblade, which is cool. We don't start the first act without a silver sword. Because our the dragon ate it. This is where Iorveth sat. His branch. Crow, crow, crow. Okay, still at a solid 60. No. So where'd my friends go, like Triss and Roche? Are they already at the execution?
boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
Not yet. Get to work, you sloths!
Welcome.
Hello.
What, damn it?
Bloody hell.
Greetings. How are you?
He's just gonna say, oh, the Witcher.
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
Mutants pursuing me, that's it. Oh, the pigs. They're happy.
We're out of mutton.
What do you want me to do?
A bunch of non-humans and a spy.
But it's scaring my customers.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna go see the execution. Wanted dead or alive, the elf Iorveth, exceptionally ruthless commander of a unit of squirrels. Oh, there we go. Execution time.
Zoltan. Dandelion, my informer.
Just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Geralt! Geralt! Over here! Help!
How did he get here? What are the chances?
Don't catch ya.
Step back, White One.
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is collusion with the Scoia'tael.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
The sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
I don't give a shit. Stop the execution.
Careful, Wanderer! You could lose your tongue for that. I've heard of you and know you can fight, but you'll not take on the whole garrison.
Oi, Tin Man, that's pure rubbish! You're talking to the famed Geralt of Rivia, you are?
Commandant Laredo rules this town, and it's his orders I follow. Piss off, jesters, before I have you beaten good. You're a disgrace to your uniform, you shitty little idiot. What? Hey boys, lend me a hand here. Got an uppity little one that needs a thrashing. Take a swing, runt. I dare you. Can't turn that down. Get him!
Kick him in the
Oh, if they only knew who they're messing with. Head of Temerian intelligence.
Come on up! Got room for one more deviant! Three! Want to squirm with the others? Come on up! Got room for one more deviant! You freak! Want to squirm with the others?
One.
Look here out! Assaulted an officer! They'll hang anyway! You freak! Want to squirm with the others? Look here out! Assaulted an officer!
Ouch. There we go.
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on? I'd like to report out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them. And you, stay calm, hands off your sword. Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
Are you in command here?
Forgive me. Bernard Laredo, commander of Port Flotsam. Yes, I rule this brothel.
You have no right to hang them.
Interesting, because I'm the law in Flotsam.
I take issue with that. Vernon Roche, officer of the king.
Well, well. Blue stripes. The non-human hunters.
Precisely. Anyone suspected of collaborating with the Scoia'tael falls under my jurisdiction.
And Dandelion? What's he accused of?
He burned down a watchtower. What's your jurisdiction say to that? I thought so.
Is that true?
It might have looked that way, but I swear it wasn't my fault.
I'd rather give you a thief. Relax. I'm joking. I hate thieves. We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Witcher. Listen here. You may have heard rumours of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe. That is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
Nice speech. You might as well have said outright that non-humans slew Foltest.
My subjects know exactly who the enemy is. Out in that forest, grow careless for a moment, and you're a dead man.
Whereas the non-humans here in town are all friendly.
Friendlier than the merciless bastards out there. We let the Scoia'tael inside, and they'll skin us alive, just before they slit our throats. Here, even the slightest sense of safety is an illusion. We'll not succumb to it for a moment.
What about them?
They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases. The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home. Your friends are free for the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing. Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
What a lovely welcome.
They were really going to hang us. I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we owe you, Geralt. Thank you. Time to hit the tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery neath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench.
Indecent proposal. So everyone's going to the tavern now.
Might find something interesting here.
Intriga contract. Faced with the insolence and bestial menace of the creatures known as Intrigas, and concerned for the people, Commandant Bernard Laredo has decided to post a bounty for the extermination of those creatures. The brave soul who permanently rids the area of this filth will receive a generous reward from the hands of Louis Mercer and will be listed in the town chronicles as a true hero of Flotsam, Louis Mercer, town chancellor. Proclamation of a pardon for Dmitri. Let it be known that the bandit Dmitri has repented and asked forgiveness for his heinous deeds. Commandant Laredo, known for his mercy, has absolved him of his offenses and accepted Dimitri back into society. Hereby all arrest warrants and bounties on Dimitri's head are lifted. With mercy, Town Chancellor. Had a tangle of forest weeds, chin lined with river reeds, Flotsam's barber awaits. Full range of barbershop services to offer, including beard chairing, close shaves, bloodletting, popping and draining of boils, and haircuts, all at affordable prices. Teeth extracted at the smith across the way. Come see me in my bookshop, peruse old tomes while you wait. Einar Gausel. Andriga contracts. And Andriga contract. Alright, let's go speak with our friends.
How's it living with Roche's soldiers?
Splendid. I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions, and I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
I think I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I thought Roche's boys had an ounce of respect for me. The massacre in Rivia, it came back to me, I remember. The angry mob murdering non-humans, a young boy with a pitchfork.
Anything else?
Death, or a state close to it, I'm not sure. I felt life draining out of me.
I was there. I arrived a moment later. Too late.
Don't worry, Triss. They're only memories. We have bigger problems to tackle now. Something tells me that in recovering my memory, I'll find out a lot about what we're dealing with now.
So yeah, we had a little talk here with Triss before we went into the tavern to talk with everyone else. Nice little small private moment here after all the kerfuffle.
Damn, that was close! Innkeep! Vodka!
Triss Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be Papa-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakau's, and as a gift for Eudora, a jade stone as big as my fist.
You were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slap 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Since when have you worked for Roche?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
Kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania, now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored and drop it. You know how he is.
The dragon. Well, a dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbolt and Count Merivale, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
So we don't want Baron Kimbolt, it seems.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No. It ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
During the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Why, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart as sorceress holds significant stake.
I think I've heard enough about politics. Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute, what were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Iorveth Skoyatel were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
Right. Der Tanzer will. Another sorceress.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her!
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here! Birds of a feather!
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish! The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel!
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kayran,
Kayran?
the monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor!
I'm tired of your whining. Get out of here.
I'm to go. Not likely. You get your ass out of Flotsam, wanderer!
Okay. I'm sure I'll beat you up. There we go. Happy now.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kayran, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kayran was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Marigold. Sharp as ever.
Oh, how much they like each other.
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species. To throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt. You saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kayran emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witches' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning. We'd best get to work. We'd best get to work.
Alright. I still need to find a merchant to sell some of my stuff because I still have too much stuff on me to even move faster than this. So that's a priority. Interesting. So now we met a lot of the interesting figures in this town, I reckon. Met Sheila, the sorceress hunting the Kayran here. We met Lorido, and we met our friends Dandelion and Sultan, of course.
Hey there, Witcher!
Are you Geralt of Rivia, sir?
Who's asking?
Thank you, Master, for what you did outside Lavalet Castle.
Our family would have perished if not for you. Please accept this modest gift.
Thank you.
May the gods protect you.
Alright. I thought I had completed that quest already. Interesting though, would I have gotten more XP if I had not taken there? I mean, how long is this ago? I mean, I think I can just load this and supposedly just 1 minute ago. And yeah. And see if I get more XP from not taking the reward. Because that sometimes happens.
We'd best get to work.
Okay, sure.
You free?
No.
Talk to the merchants on the waterfront. Another save here. Also, there's this dude who called me out.
Witcher Geralt, known also as the White Wolf.
Am I that hard to distinguish from the locals?
Taller warned me you'd be catty.
Taller sent you?
Indeed. I'm on business here, so he insisted I give you a message and a package.
What's the message?
I quote him faithfully. Listen to Roche in every ploughing thing, because though he's a prick, he's also a patriot. Vultures already circle Foltest's corpse, but I'll manage. Get the sons of bitches and keep your head cool. P.S. You really fucked up at the castle.
Tala, as we know and love him.
Package.
Take it. It's a weight off my mind, I tell you. I wouldn't make much of an agent. All that secrecy and nerves and cursing, not my style. Good luck to you. I'm off to tend to my matters.
Godspeed. Give my best to Taller.
Oh, I will.
Okay, nice. So am I...
Hey there, Witcher!
There they
are. You Geralt of Rivia?
Who's asking?
Thank you, Master.
I can't accept this.
But...
Give my regards to your relatives.
No, don't seem to be any extra XP there. Well then. I'll just... what's my character screen, by the way? Oh, I got a lot of talents to assign as well. So yeah, so I'll take the reward, sure. Why not? Min-maxing here.
I've conveyed what I was to convey. Now leave me be, please.
Sure.
Hey there, Witcher!
Hi.
Are you...
Thank you.
May the gods protect you.
So yeah, still the same amount of XP. How many orens do I have? 1,289, alright. It's not too bad. And then I have some more after I sell some of my stuff here. Some of these guys are merchants, aren't they?
Gods have mercy.
The household.
Greetings. Mind if I take a look at what you have in stock?
Certainly. You're welcome to. I'm Iorveth, a merchant. Not to be nosy, but weren't you hired to kill the Kayran? I've had my fill of this place, and I'll be glad when the blockade is finally lifted.
The reader won't let you traders out until it suits him. Seems he needs you here for some reason.
What's that supposed to mean, damn it? Is he organizing some international trade fair? I'm a subject of King Demavend.
King Demavend's
dead.
Demavend's dead. Now, if you don't mind, can we get down to business?
Let's trade, yeah. So, does he buy... Alright, he does. all of those crap weapons that I have in my inventory. Well, here, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that for a while. Sentimental value from Witcher 1. Longsword, pickaxe, rusty stuff, steel sword, scoop, short sword, blackjack, sword of the Blue Mountains, and finally Temerian sword. I'm already at 1,500 almost. What about ranged weapons? I'm gonna sell those for now. Blue Stripes combat jacket. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna use... I mean, only 18 orans though. 18. But I think I'm not gonna use this, since I have my Raven's armor. Herbalist gloves and can go. Leather jacket, mage's trousers, quilted leather. Yeah, sure. Trousers. Worn hardened leather boots. Worn weather gauntlets. All of those can go away. 1,600. Oh, I have a lot of like crafting stuff already. Some oil against arachnids. That's never bad to have. Armor enhancement. Might use them. I might also wait for better armor enhancements. I'm not entirely sure yet. Yeah, brown oil can go. Gonna keep those. Fiber enhancer. Fire rune. Hangman's venom. Yeah. Insectoid oil. Poison 30%. Well, that's arachnid oil? I thought arachnid oil would just increase damage against arachnids. Well, it's only 20% as well, though. I don't even know if that's worth having around. Macrophage oil. Spectre oil. I think those were way more powerful in Witcher 1. Also whetstone. Yeah, go away. Okay, I'll keep all those crafting enchantments. I'll keep the potions, I think. I'll keep the traps as well. Hi Virashi, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Are you also hyped for Witcher 3? Because I am. I mean, that's why I'm playing through all the games again. Some summon bombs, so I'll keep them. I have a lot of books here. I can get rid of all those soldiers' orders, though. But I'll keep those for now. Some alchemy. Elemental stone. Those are pretty heavy. Do I want to get rid of those? Mandrake root. Crafting materials. Oh man, the leather weighs a lot. I don't know if I need that much leather. Maybe I do, actually. I don't know. A lot of oil as well. Twine and timber. These are all very, very heavy. The formulae. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep those. Quest items, sure. Junk. Oh yeah, we can sell all that junk. That's cool, you are too, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to play it. And I've just played through the entirety of Witcher 1 before I did this, and now I'm playing Witcher 2 again, hoping to finish it before. And then I'll have like a save game that I've played like all the way back from Witcher 1 into Witcher 2 and then eventually Witcher 3. I mean, it's just cool to have like a kind of a save game that goes through all three games like just right after each other, I think. Also, like, I want to get like really good with the lore again and remember everything correctly. So I still have too much stuff here. I think what's cloth is also bogging me down quite a bit. I don't quite remember like how much of those I need for crafting though, but I think I'll be fine to like fine selling a lot of those for now. I'll just keep like say 10 cloth for now. I mean, I'll find more as well, right? And a lot of the leather too. Where's the leather? And also timber. Yeah, I think I need timber for like traps and stuff though. I mean, I'll sell 10 or something. Then twine, I don't think I need 70 as well. Meteorite ore, I'll hold on to that for now. Also a lot of iron ore. I'll sell, say, 40 leather and 30 iron ore. And then, finally, I'm able to walk around again. So let's save here, and we're at 2,750 roundabouts. Right, so we do have a lot of things to do now. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go inside the tavern and have a look at a couple of our quests for a little while. Also, can we speak to Triss again? No, we've already had all those.
Come on,
dialogue
nearly
options.
got him! Go on, a wee bit more! Change your grip!
What's going on, Geralt?
Roche, what now? Got a plan? Looks like you're on Loredo's shit list.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
The Blue Stripes aren't exactly popular among common folk, in case you hadn't noticed.
Like anyone who does the dirty work. But Loredo's a soldier.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this. Incompetent fools who show off their authority to a bunch of grimy peasants.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roche.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edirn. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley. A strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edirn, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The north's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Loredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vergen. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Sure.
Naive to say the least, Witcher.
You just need to order Witcher 3. You have 1 and 2 on Steam too. Yeah, they were like really cheap in the last couple of days, right? I think Witcher 1 sold for like 150 and 2 for maybe 250. The 15% offer isn't bad on Steam. You have all 3 games on GOG actually, but that's like personal preference, I think. Also because you get like a good amount off if you have 1 and 2 on GOG, you get like an additional percentage off of Witcher 3. So I've only paid like around, I think, 42 euros for 3, which is like $50 or something. So yeah, I was pretty happy for that. What now? Got a plan?
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in Iorveth's care, we'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Loredo as invited. He may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles, but this is his territory and he could prove useful.
Alright.
So long, Roche.
Dandelion, do you have anything else to say? Oh man, a lot it seems. Yeah, we haven't seen Dandelion in a while. We haven't seen him exactly... It's about a month ago, I think, when there was the big uprising in Vizima, and all the elves and dwarves fought against the troops of the Order of the Flaming Rose. And after that, yeah, I mean, I don't think we've seen him since then.
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, Thessa. What happened to Foltest?
On Steam it's also for 43 euros. Oh, okay.
The king's dead, and the Scoia'tael are in it up to the tips of their pointed ears.
Yada yada. The Scoia'tael are blamed for everything in this country, from bad crops to bad marital sex.
I was there. I saw it. The assassin escaped with the help of Scoia'tael.
I guess the price on Iorveth's head will rise.
Loredo sensed that already. If he can catch Iorveth.
Fertilized by the elf's rotting corpse, his career will blossom, somewhere far away from this dump.
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls.
Of course you do.
And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation. They're always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
Oh man, I love how like unflinchingly topical these games are. I mean, this is like 5 years old, but still. There's so much in these games that's just way too real.
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demiven's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. No one? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
Aw, Dandelion so well written, I love it. So yeah, he has like a different perspective on things. That's pretty cool. And he also like, yeah, he says it's not just that like the political chaos that follows these assassinations, it's also what it does to like people and their feeling of security and their like urges to look for a, I don't know, for a scapegoat and whatever. And all this will destabilize the north even further before like Nilfgaard starts occupying, right?
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bard singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
A peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Edirnian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's still beautiful. I mean, it was like absolutely gorgeous when it came out in like 2011, and it still looks really good. I agree. I mean, obviously it's like technically impressive, but I think what's really struck me about the Witcher games is like art direction a lot of the times. I mean, look at this like this armor we're wearing. I think it's like so well done. Which is, I mean, it's cool. This is like Raven's armor, one we like went to a lot of effort in Witcher 1 to get. We could import it to 2, which I found pretty cool.
I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet.
Okay. So I guess that's all with Dandelion. Finally, let's speak. Is Zoltan around? Let's speak with Zoltan again.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement. And there I was, learning like a vote. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
Oh, we can arm wrestle with him.
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tanserville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it, a regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses, I'm telling you.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You can also look in on some merchants. I don't think Laredo's robbed them of everything yet.
How are those biceps holding up, Zoltan?
Hard as a bull's bollocks. Arm wrestling's a dwarven pastime.
We ought to try it sometime.
I'll arm wrestle you anytime. Now, even.
Okay, let's do it.
Show me those bull's bollocks, then.
Do we do it for money or just for fun? Ah, just for fun with our old friend, I guess. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. The ones later on are much harder than Zoltan. Nice.
Your hand's like a vice.
It wasn't easy.
If you ever run into my old mates Yarpin or Sheldon, promise me you'll take
Sheldon?
them on. They'll be surprised.
Alright, there was still some dialogue options though.
Do you know someone named Cedric?
Know him? We drank each other under the table last Saturday. I barely made it home.
Where do I find him?
Most times gazing at the forest from a tower near Lobendon. Strange bird, that one, but a heavyweight when it comes to drink.
Thanks.
Alright. So, can I actually sit? I don't think. Because I wanted to take a look at our journal. Because I haven't looked at it since the beginning of the game. And yeah, there's quite a bit to do. So, first of all, I think it's an indecent proposal, because that's what was given to me by Laredo just when we entered the town. Go to Laredo's residence in the evening. When the dust at the gallows had settled, Laredo invited Geralt for a talk. Even if we ignore the fact that witches like troubadours and scholars never refuse free board, it was a good occasion to feel out the commander. Geralt accepted the invitation. I also like the journal a lot in Witcher 2. Because it's obviously like all written from Dandelion's point of view, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because he's like a bard and an artist, and it makes sense that he would like afterwards write like stories or ballads or whatever about like Geralt's endeavors. Secondly, the Kayran. What about the monstrosity of Flotsam? Well, Geralt heard that a beast had attacked a man on the pier. Driven by professional curiosity, he went to investigate. Indeed, it was as the people had said. The unlucky victim lay on the pier. A riled crowd surrounded him and was commenting on the events. Along the onlookers stood a sorceress named Sheila de Tansarville. The Witcher and the sorceress exchanged a few words before she asked Geralt for help in hunting down the dangerous beast. First, they needed to identify the species. An elf named Cedric was said to be the most knowledgeable about the local wildlife. Cedric lived in Lobendon, a village nestled up against Flotsam's walls. Humans paid him to keep the forest's beasts away from their huts, so he spent most of his time on treetop platforms, gazing into the forest thicket. Also a couple of contracts here, troll trouble. How did I get this quest? Don't even remember. Bring it on Flotsam, that's the arm wrestling. The Assassins of Kings. Just outside Flotsam, Geralt saw Foltest's murderer once more. The assassin was in the company of Iorveth, the commander of the Scoia'tael unit. This was surely no coincidence, and, as it would turn out later, the encounter was deliberately staged indeed. From that moment on, the Witcher began to wonder if he could use the elven leader to get to the assassin. To Kayran, a matter of price. Talk to the merchants on the waterfront. Sorceresses never do anything out of kindness of their hearts, for the simple reason that they have stones instead of hearts. Sheila said she had enough of talking and wouldn't lift a finger against the monster until the price of the contract was set. The Artless Witcher would never have thought to do things that way. But since a sorceress lifting her finger can be mighty helpful in any situation, particularly ones that involve killing huge monsters, Our hero went to haggle with the merchants of the harbor. Rough landing. That's when we landed here, by the gods stringing up the swords. That was saving our two friends from the gallows. Woe to the vanquished. Sword for monsters. Yeah, we did that already, because we have imported our silver sword from the older game. We still have one, after we lost one to the dragon in the prologue. A witcher stripped of his monster-fighting sword is like a dwarf without a beard. Geralt's silver blade had flown off with the dragon just after their memorable encounter on the walls of Lavalette Castle, so our hero needed a new one. The best enough, certainly not the only way to acquire one, was to have it forged by the dwarf blacksmith, who had a workshop in Flotsam's non-human district. With the silver sword in hand at last, Geralt's job became incomparably easier. Finally equipped like a witcher should be, our hero took to solving his own and others' problems with renewed energy. Also the Assassins of Kings from the prologue, returning memories, that's gonna accompany us through the game, I think, by the king's will. Blood of his blood, the dungeons of the Lavalettes. I'm gonna read all this again at some point. Barricade. Melitalis Heart. That was... oh, okay, the Crinford Reavers. Woe to the vanquished, trial by fire. To the temple at the fore. Alright. So, we gotta meet Loredo in the evening, and this quest is speak to Cedric. Okay. What else do we have? Locations. Flotsam. I'm gonna read those now, though. Flotsam, a river port and trading post, lies along the upper course of the Ponta, among inaccessible forests in the valley that bears the river's name. Numerous trade routes meet here, and the Temerian-Edirnian border is located nearby. Land travel in the region was arduous and dangerous, for Scoia'tael units prowled the woods. However, as they say, elves like cats are shy of water, so most travelers and merchants chose to sail the river. Flat-bottomed barges, punts, scows, and even seagoing cogs visited the harbour, ferrying goods between Aden, Kedwen, Temeria, Redania, and Sidoris on the seashore. No wonder then that this ostensibly small outpost was of vital economic importance. He who controlled it drew immense profits from trade. At the start of our story, Flotsam belonged to Temeria, and its small garrison was tasked with enforcing the law and providing protection from river pirates, Scoia'tael units, and monsters inhabiting the surrounding forests. Flotsam's brothel was one of the only two noteworthy attractions available to visitors and locals. Yet unlike the scaffold, the bordello kept regular hours, offered a regular repertoire, and had a regular staff. The wilderness surrounding Flotsam was a thick, impassable wood, where inexperienced travelers could easily lose their way and fall victim to wild beasts or, even more probably, elven arrows. A rarely used, thickly overgrown route led to Aden, but given the forest's dangers, most travelers preferred to journey by river. Then from the prologue, Lavalette Castle. During my travels, I visited the dynastic abode of the Lavalette family several times. Anyone who considers Vizima an impressive city is unlikely to have seen the ancestral citadel of the Lavalettes. The immensity of the fortress is simply breathtaking, to the extent that calling it a mere castle is either a gross inaccuracy or a jest. Expanded over generations, the walled town boasts the greatest fortifications in Temeria, and perhaps in all the northern kingdoms. The citadel is located near the strategically important White Bridge, which connects the banks of the Ponta. It commands the entire area, including nearby trade routes and the river crossing. No wonder then that the rebellion of the Lavalettes disturbed Foltest's sleep. During one of my visits to the Lavalettes family's vast abode, when I had the pleasure of meeting the old Baron's niece, a charming creature of but 16 springs old, my host, clearly proud of his lands and holdings, offered to show me around the keep's expansive and varied cellars. I'm sure that's how it happened, Dandelion. While he entertained me with conversation and anecdotes on various subjects, including the unique system of penalties designed for seducers of the underage, I got a thorough tour of the dungeon beneath the Lavalette Castle. The guards were exceptionally polite and seemed to have an unerring sense of direction within the labyrinthine network of vestibules, cells, and winding corridors. I imagined that without their help, it would be easy to lose one's way here, wandering around for hours, unable to find an exit. I would not envy any soul imprisoned here. That's pretty funny. So I guess what really happened is he seduced the niece, got thrown into the dungeon. And everyone was not so polite in the end. Oh, that's a lot of characters. Do we want to go through these? I mean, I'm doing this for the lore as well, so I might as well. New boy. This soldier had acquired an allegedly miraculous amulet, and truly believed its power would protect him from any and all harm. Recognizing that the pendant was useless, Geralt informed New Boy of this fact. Grateful for the warning provided earlier, New Boy not only believed that Geralt was innocent, but helped the Witcher avoid the guards, and thus honesty had proved to be the best policy, which is true sometimes at least. Count Etcheverry. Before he got entangled in the revolt against Foltest, Sir Etcheverry was known for his valor and tenacity as a knight, proving both in more than one tournament, either mounted or on foot. Yet valiance and tenacity were not enough to survive a cut from the Witcher's blade, and thus the brave Etcheverry paid with his life for his ill-advised participation in the rebellion. Yeah, he was one of the underlings of the Lavalettes. Arthur Tales. Though he would not show it, meeting Tales was a great surprise to Geralt at the time. They met each other in the past, in rather unpleasant circumstances. I can't remember, maybe in the books at some point. Not in Witcher 1, I think. And the knight had a scarred face as a reminder of that meeting. The next meeting also led to blows. Oh, the irony. Tales should wear a helmet while in the Witcher's presence. Yeah, we met him in the monastery of the Lavalette Castle, where he was like spewing insults at Foltests, and we couldn't have that, of course. The archpriest was also there. This church dignitary, confident of his god's protection, greeted the intruders with harsh words. Yet he succumbed to persuasion and revealed where the king would find his illegitimate offspring. Einar Gausel. In addition to being a well-informed bookseller, Einar Gausel was also an accomplished barber. In discovering this, Geralt learned of the only person in Flotsam who would be able to do anything about his hair. Iorveth. A truly enterprising man, the merchant Iorveth had found a niche that produced for him a decent income. Though his specialization was extremely narrow, this was the very key to his success, for the secret of commerce is to be the exclusive provider of a certain category of goods or services. Thus, Fioravanti was still in business despite his forced stopover in Flotsam. Now, as for the main characters, Triss Merigold. Oh, there's a lot to read about Triss. I have known the sorceress Triss Merigold for a long time, for she is one of Geralt's closest friends, the young, pretty, talented, auburn-haired mage from Maribor hardly reminded me of the giggling flapper of years past. Her knowledge, abilities, and loyalty had brought her far. A hero from Sodden, known as the 14th of the Hill, for she was mistakenly counted as the 14th mage to die in that battle, she sat on the royal council of King Foltest of Temeria, and though they say that a monarch's favor is uncertain, for the king had once expelled all mages from Temeria, Triss had managed to gain Foltest's trust. As regards the Witcher, everyone who was witness to Triss' friendship with Geralt, anyone who saw them together, would easily confirm that those two had much in common, and it is common knowledge that an old flame never dies. For those reasons, after Foltest's death, the sorceress decided that she would help the Witcher most by staying by his side. Not heeding her threatened position in court, she harnessed all her strength and powers to helping Geralt, whom she still had feelings to. I was not there at the time, but I had heard tales of the show of power Triss put on at that beach near Flotsam. Though she was weakened and barely conscious, the sorceress managed to sustain a magical barrier, and the three survived the Scoratal arrows thanks to her. Nobody was surprised that Triss knew Sheila de Tansarville. A more attentive observer would certainly have noticed the chill in their greetings. Well, you don't need to be very attentive to notice that, I guess. As well as Triss' evident dislike of the elder colleague. Oh, Sheila is elder? Alright. Yeah, I mean, I like Triss as a character quite a bit. I'm undecided. I think I liked her even more in Witcher 1, I don't know, because she seemed like a bit more complex. I don't know. But still, I went with her in Witcher 1. In this playthrough, I'm gonna go with her all the way as well, and let's see what Witcher 3 brings. If we meet Yennefer again, what that's gonna do to that relationship, we'll never know. Or we'll know in a couple of days, rather. Behold our hero. Subjected to mutations and rigorous sword and sorcery training as a child, he has become a superhuman monster slayer. Always penniless and often disdained by those whom he protects, he wanders the world seeking work. Fate has little mercy for him, piling up obstacles in his way, yet he trudges on. He has more scruples than a beggaring bum has fleas. Doubts haunt him even when a band of ruffians, knife drawn, approaches him on the highway. Is he a good man? I do not think so. Does he try to maintain his humanity? I believe he does. You must know that Geralt of Rivia died once already, or at least everyone thought him dead. During a massacre in Rivia, he sought to defend non-humans, and fell to overwhelming odds. Placed in a boat, he floated into the mist, into a realm where he finally found peace. Not for long. Because of forces to be mentioned later, Geralt returned just in time to defend the Witcher's ancient home fortress, and then embarked on a mission to recover the secrets stolen from it. Along the way, he took part in a Scoia'tael uprising, shattered a powerful criminal organization, and killed the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose. All the while, his fame as a lover grew. Well, that's Geralt for you. As if all of this wasn't enough, he then fought the assassination attempt of King Foltest of Temeria, and became one of the monarch's most trusted men. I think I'm not going to do all of them here, but one or two more. It is always awkward to write about oneself, yet I cannot shirk this duty. In an effort to preempt any accusations of partiality, I shall set down the humblest of notes, relating only the best-known facts. Dandelion, in reality the Viscount de Lettenhove, though titles are unimportant, is a certified troubadour, a lecturer at Oxenford University, a persona known among society as a charmer, poet, dandy, and unparalleled lover. Almost everyone north of the Yaruga has heard of him, and those who have not are either boors or simpletons or both, as a result of which their opinions do not matter in the slightest. Dandelion played a significant part in the most important events of the era. He loved, fought, negotiated, and acquired immense knowledge, even that of the forbidden variety. His works are a testimony of the times, but it is his moving poetic tropes that have brought him true fame. The important thing in this story is that Dandelion was a friend of Geralt of Rivia, possibly his only true friend. He was Geralt's confidant, advisor, and companion in misery, for it was impossible to experience good fortune in the Witcher's company. What Geralt did, Dandelion faithfully recounted, and one should not give credence to those who accuse this humble chronicler of confabulating. Discretion, a virtue I've always professed, obliges me to remain silent about the circumstances in which, through the person of Vernon Roche, I began working with the Temerian Intelligence Service. Suffice it to say that there comes a moment in everyone's life when, facing great events, they cannot remain indifferent. And so I could not stand aside as history took shape before my eyes. My very eyes. My dedication to the cause brought me to Flotsam at the time. There, through an unfortunate incident involving twins at the local brothel, a town guard, a dog, a cat, and an oil lamp, I wound up on the scaffold in the town square, from which I barely escaped with my life. There is a man like Vernon Roche in every monarch's retinue, brave and determined, ready to execute any command, and thoroughly hated at court. He knows that only allegiance and service to the king keep him in his position. Roche was the leader of the Blue Stripes, King Foltest's special forces, renowned among other things for battling the Scoia'tael and quelling many a rebellious non-human community. It was under his command that the unit rose to fame. Vernon earned Foltest's favor and trust through his deeds. One word from the king and he would jump headlong into fire, asking only how long he was to stay there and hold his ground. That's the kind of man Vernon Roche was at the time. Vernon proved to be perceptive when he refused to flatly believe Geralt's guilt. Too many things needed to be explained, and the Blue Stripes commander decided risking cooperation with his suspect to get his hands on Foltest's real killer. Thus he remained loyal to the king even after his death. Continuing his private investigation, Vernon headed for the Temerian-Edirnian border, where he expected to find clues to the Kingslayer's whereabouts. Thanks to his very best informant, Roche knew that the man would have been hiding among the Scoia'tael located in the vicinity of Flotsam, a trading post. So I guess this very best informant is Dandelion himself, right? Thus way the royal hound, Vernon Roche, was on the hunt once more. The list of Vernon Roche's achievements and heroic deeds was almost as long as the list of the atrocities and depravities he had allegedly committed along the way. It is a fact that, as the scrawlings on the wall of the University of Oxenford say, pacifying non-humans is like wallowing in mud. Everyone gets dirty, generally with blood. Yeah, I'll just do Anaïs and Bess. Anaïs Lavalette, the daughter of Baroness Marie-Louisa Lavalette, was a scant few summers old at the time. Rumors that King Foltest was her father gave beginning to many important events. Vess. The fair-haired Vess stood apart from the rest of Vernon Roche's unit, and not only in that she was the only woman in an elite formation of hardened cutthroats and swashbucklers. Her girlish face and shapely body would stand out even if a uniform did not emphasize them, for there is something in soldier women that attracts a man's gaze, and Vess was no exception. The reader should not, however, be misled by this description. One does not earn a Blue Stripes membership with good looks, but with skill, determination, and, at times, ruthlessness. Anyone disregarding Vess would pay dearly for misjudging this young woman. Because of her gender, Vess would sometimes receive assignments where beauty was more important than her combat abilities and efficiency. Roche had used Vess as his trump card more than once. Alright. What else do we have here? Monsters, no entries yet. Diagrams. We can make a heavy leather jacket. Damage reduction +6. Well, bleeding, poisoning, incineration +9. Yeah, I think my Raven's armor is still better. Witcher Silver Sword. 10 to 17. Yeah, I have my Moonblade, which is better. A Claw is a trap. Damage 30 to 55. Oil Intriga Venom Timber. And superb leather trousers. Right, tutorial. Yeah, we can just click all those away. Alchemy. Dragon's Dream. Dancing Star. Yeah, I'm gonna look at those later. And other, the Wild Hunt. According to tradition and eyewitness accounts, the Wild Hunt abducts people, forcing them to join its mad gallopade on the sky. Its harvest is especially rich just before or during a great war, like a few years ago in Novigrad, when over 20 people went missing without a trace after the Wild Hunt passed. Some of the abductees managed to escape the cavalcade back into the world of the living, but the stories they told were so extraordinary that they were always considered insane. Right. So I guess what we do now, what we want to do now is talk to Cedric, right?
Did you see that?
Just don't start any brawls. Peace and quiet. Get it?
Sure.
I've got my eye on you.
Anything interesting to sell? Just the usual, right? Okay. Oh, I can sell the club. Where does this lead? Is that outside or is this outside? Oh, it's the back door. Okay. Yeah, let's speak to Cedric. Nope. Sleeping on duty. It's punishable by death.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
What?
The merchants are paying good money for killing the beast.
Coin is never the most important thing.
Maybe, but it's still pretty useful.
I don't trust her.
Sheila? Why not?
She's a powerful sorceress. Dangerous to her foes, even more dangerous to her friends.
I know you don't like her. Any specific reason?
I'm just trying to warn you.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to ask her.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
You coming? Yeah. Oh, these forests look so good.
Milk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharan. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the long run.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafail.
Vafail.
Careful there.
Cedric is such a tragic character as well. Okay.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
I aim to kill the Kayran. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Jeez, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
Hello. Careful there.
Some traps. Do I want to go to the boat wreck right away? I feel like I should be preparing a little better before I just go out into the wilderness. For once I haven't spent any of my skill points yet. And also I need some more, like, information on the local wildlife and stuff. Then again, I don't really want to let Triss waiting. Don't want to let Triss wait, I mean... the Kayran. Okay, where's my quest at right now? The Witcher found the elf and questioned him about the monster. He learned that a poisonous mucus covered the beast, so that a single touch of its tentacle could fell a towering man. Geralt decided he needed an antidote, but to make this he would first need a sample of the mucus, so he embarked on an expedition to the monster's lair, and Triss joined him. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can do this one thing, before I look around Lobenden a little more. Or rather, Flotsam.
Any chance you'll stay in Lobenden for good, Richard?
Man, these forests are so gorgeous. Oh, and this is where the Arakas are, right? I'll try and evade most monsters for now. Is this the right way? No, I think I need to walk up here. Just, man, by the way, why did you need to teleport? We could have just walked together. Lovely walk in the woods here. But no, you needed to be lazy. Oh, what's that guy up there? Is that a bandit or something? I don't quite remember. Let's talk to him, them. Or they just straight up attack? Okay, wait. I'm gonna put an Erden here. Oh, that worked just lovely. Okay, let's do XC. That's better.
Temeria for Temerian!
You're a fucking racist. I am using the right sword, am I not? I think so. Whoa! Well. You like my reading of the text? Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, I noticed you stayed around for that. Oh, and I just walked into the fire and died. Sorry, sorry, that was pretty stupid. Yeah, we're playing on dark, so everything's a bit tough. I like reading the text as well. I think it's fun to immerse yourself in the lore. All right, guys, come closer, will ya? These two can go for it. Well, I'll kill the other one. Yeah, on Dark, Geralt is really very much of a glass cannon. You gotta be quite careful. That was nice. Wooden hung rope ladder. Any more? Loot? Yeah, the other one fell down, but I think his loot is still here. Right. Triss, I could have really used your help here, man. But yeah, again, she wanted to be lazy, I guess. Oh, there's more.
Come to Papa!
Come to Papa. Okay, I need to do this differently, I guess. Maybe with an XC again. Am I targeting anything right now? I don't think so. Well, that didn't go so well. Right. Okay. Oh, I can't even hit him.
Non-humans!
Come on! Okay, I think we're gonna do some Erden action. Come here, put. Die! Right. Yeah, we're a bit underpowered. But then again, I literally haven't spent any of my skill points at all yet. I'm gonna do this in a bit more of a, quiet situation though. In the middle of the forest. So are we there? Almost now? Yeah, it's not too far. Alright. I think there's gonna be some fights down there as well, right? If I remember correctly. Some drowners or whatever. Oh, hello, Triss.
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Kayran attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
Sure.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here, Triss. Right. Don't want to overlook any loot here. Nope. I think this is where eventually the fight against the Kayran will also take place, right? But for now we're only inspecting, gathering information. Oh no, I didn't want to go back up. I just wanted to collect that mandrake root. Thank you very much. Okay. Right.
I'm glad you're here.
What now? We're still further down.
See those footprints?
Yeah. Strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
Looking for adventure. I should probably save. Yeah, I haven't in a while. Oh yeah, I think there's probably like drowners or something. Yep. Okay, how do we do this? Axie? Axie from Neverheard. Should probably also be using Quen more. I should be using Quen more.
Nice to run into some old friends.
Yep.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Let's examine the traces of Kayran and get out of here.
You're not gonna steal my last hits though, Triss. Let me just collect all the loot though. Where did they die? Here we are, Drowner Brain, essence of water.
Ram stuffed with sulfur and a dead cobbler. Straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the Kayran though.
So we're inspecting clues. Essence of water. There were a couple more, weren't they? Come on, medallion. Apparently not. Right, what's over here? Just a brooch. More boats. That's probably in the wreck. $25 orange. Key to Petra Silly's captain. Mystic River. Oh, that's the other. Oh, that's that quest. I remember. Where are the other... Where are the other hints, though? I don't remember. I mean, I've pretty much scouted the whole area yet. Oh, that's collect mucus. Alright. That's what we were here for.
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions. This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer cells. In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, We frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me.
Kayran's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to figure out how I want to fight the Kayran. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
I'll have to, I guess.
I'm glad you're here.
Goodbye, Triss. See you around. Can I attack this? Collect anything from it? Nope. Alright, so I guess we can go back to town then. Get some of that knowledge about the monsters of the area and such. See what Loredo is up to. I mean, it's not evening yet. We're supposed to see Loredo in the evening. Oh, that lighting. So gorgeous. Right. Hope the bandits aren't back. I did loot that crate, didn't I? Yep. Okay. Those are some trees, right? Pretty intense. Right. Oh, this is the graveyard. Oh yeah, we gotta go here later for some other quest. Might as well collect a couple of the herbs that are growing here while we're here. Spooky. Where's this lead? Oh, just back here? Okay. Well... gotta know your way around the forest. So I guess down here would be towards Cedric and Lobinden, yes. Who are you? Duncan? No one special, it seems. So yeah, Triss said talk to Cedric again about the Ostmark potion. Find the Ostmark yourself or talk to Cedric. Well, sure, we'll talk to him.
Cedric, I need some Ostmark. It's a rare variety of moss, grows underground.
I know it. There are some caves to the south, deep in the woods. If Ostmark grows anywhere in the area, it will be there.
Wait a second, though.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
Seriously though, Cedric.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercey locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
No harm in trying.
Okay, we'll talk more later, Cedric. Them sounds. Let's go back into town. See if there's anything interesting going on. The mushrooms are back. Portinarius.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the house, Louis?
Hey there.
Hey there.
The old man mooning tonight.
Right. Diagram, amethyst dust, diamond dust, elemental stone, essence of water. A lot of diagrams and formulae. Rites of Midayete. Contains information about the summer shrine, which enhances the Quen sign. Interesting. Crafting diagrams. Yeah, I think I'm alright with this merchant for now.
Fine mess you have here. Dwarves stealing bread.
Where's the other one we can trade with, actually? That's just the one back here, right? Who's looking for the incense, I think? Vilmos Bartok.
Welcome to my modest shop.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of incense, mainly. For meditation, rejuvenation, cooking, making medicine, rituals, whatever you require.
Sure, rituals. Okay. Basically similar to Fioranti.
Everything in order?
Let's explore the docks a little bit. No loot here. What is this supposed to say? Oh, that's just wanted dead or alive for Iorveth. This little door here will lead us out to Lovinden as well. Okay, this actually doesn't lead anywhere. Well. We were also supposed to speak to the merchants near the water about a reward for the Kayran, if I remember correctly. Did I wake you up,
Go
God?
ask the mason to take... Say something.
Going somewhere,
Or did you just
friend?
fart?
Ever seen the river monster, the Kayran?
I have, but I'm not the talkative kind.
See ya.
Speak up.
Monsters as big as a barn, with giant tentacles. Snatches men from boat decks and cattle off the shore. It's slimy like a snail, but fast as a thirsty vampire. I don't know anything else!
Okay, sure. Let's have a look inside here. Loot. More loot. Ah, no. Yeah, that's pretty annoying that you can't, like, abort the animation here at all. It's just like, once you click it, you go all the way. Either upstairs or downstairs. No, I don't want to have my sword drawn, actually. Climb. Okay. So this is what, like a lighthouse, basically, or... Okay. Nothing else here. Can we just jump down? No. Okay. Well... Well then, that was pretty useless. Well, there was some loot at least. What else is there up here? A couple of ships that are docked and aren't going anywhere.
What? Smart
Going somewhere, friend. Me and me brother-in-law did better.
Ha! Can I go downstairs? Doesn't seem like it. Well, alright. I know there's some shady people hanging around the docks here, though, isn't there?
No, you're not handsome enough.
And he's like, alright, then I'm gonna go.
Greetings.
Hello.
Psst. White-haired one. I have an offer for you.
Oh, do you now?
Greetings, white-haired one. I could do with your help. You see, I'm looking for a certain formula.
I'm no herbalist.
I know who you are. I'll be straight. Find the formula and you'll earn a sizable pouch of orans.
Sounds good. What do you want me to do?
The formula is in the hands of a certain shopkeeper.
Can't go and see him yourself?
He deals in incense. One type is particularly... popular. I think what he sells is harmful, yet I need the formula to prove it. The scoundrel knows that and is very cautious. Yet I assume you, as a witcher, have your ways?
I'll see what I can do.
How did it go?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Can't go aboard this ship. Right.
At your service.
So someone of those people here was the person I needed to talk to about the reward, right?
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest!
Nuh-uh. You'll double the reward. I tell Sheila you're looking to cheat her.
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tanzerville, because that's what the contract's worth.
Jedi mind tricks
So
right
be it.
here.
I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it. I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters. Now leave me be.
Wait a second.
Welcome.
Okay. I have already looted everything in here, haven't I? Except for this, which I somehow can't pick up. What time of day is it? Like, okay. Somewhere around noon, I guess, from the icon, judging from the icon.
No offense, but you're scaring my customers away.
I think we should probably see Einar Gausel. Get a couple of books. Let's talk to these dwarves first.
Hey boss, look who's graced our smithy. That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy, work's a blur in his hands. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Nice workshop.
Bah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So how can we help you, eh?
Nothing interesting. Anathema. That's a lot of damage. Oh, that's the Blasphemer's outfit. Oh, that's one of the dark difficulty outfits. It's not bad. Blasphemer's armor. They're pretty expensive though, these diagrams here. So I think I might just skip them. Go for the better ones at the end. Jagged Blade is pretty good, but I don't know, yet again I count on like finding some diagrams on my own, maybe. Sort of Cairngorn Ultimatum. Right. Where was the dwarven bookseller?
Nonsense. Just nonsense. Greetings! What brings you here, White Wolf? Make yourself at home, please.
Do we know each other?
I've heard, or rather read much about you, in the letters of the Rivian diaspora.
Well, nice to meet you.
Einar Gausel, fundamentally a trader in old curios, although I also concern myself with the non-human community.
The non-humans in Flotsam are organized?
We aren't, but we aid each other as best we can. I mainly collect taxes and announce the Commandant's dispositions.
That'd make you a prime target for Iorveth.
You're correct on that account. He's warned me many times, and I've explained the need for my function to him just as many. Both in vain. It seems we've agreed to disagree. Well, the sword is his calling, the pen is mine. Hence, no meeting of the minds. It wasn't always this hard. Turned sour when several elven lassies disappeared. We lost our trust in the humans, and the Scoia'tael ceased trusting us.
Did they turn up? The women?
No. I believe Neckers killed them. I remember Morrill of the White Hands. She and her lover made a beautiful pair.
Books in Flotsam? I wouldn't have thought it a profitable enterprise.
Hey, many foreigners come through here. Sometimes they buy books, sometimes they have tomes to sell. Yesterday, for example, Lady Sheila de Tanzerville purchased items for a sum equal to my yearly dealings.
Did she buy anything interesting?
De Vermis Mysteries, the Exeter Treatise, complete and unabridged, plus a very expensive volume I'd rather not mention. I should add, as generosity must be praised, that she made a donation to the community, specifically to the Fund for Widows and Orphans.
I'd like to change my hairstyle. Oh, that's nice that those are like ticked off. I think that means that I have them already, or Meccas in the Mist and also the Grand Triple. Yeah, I have those already. Drowners might be useful. Magic and Powder, Reeds of the Feudal Society, the Horrors of War, Rot Fiends, the Kayran, the Monograph. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one later. Temerian Royal Dynasty, Special Forces, Valley of the Flowers, Viziman Uprising. 3 years among the Intriguers. Yeah, I do have an Intriga contract and I need to learn more about Intriguers, so might as well. Wraiths, Fear and Trembling. Right, we don't have anything. We do have a Drowner no, do we have a Drowner contract? No. A Necker contract. We have the Necker book already, alright. Do we want to change our hairstyle? Maybe. I mean, this looks not as great, I think. Let's see what he has.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take it.
Like a squirrel's tail, low half ponytail. I want to wear my hair elven style let out. I think I want a dwarven braid. Single braid in the back. That could be fun. I think I'd look good with a raftsman's due, full ponytail. Maybe. A Cintrian pendulum, shaved temples and a ponytail. Oh, that's like an undercut or something, I think, right? Let's try the dwarven braid. Was it 30 orens? Wait. Did that change anything? Oh, that's the braid. Well, not gonna pay 30 orens for that. It's barely a change. Oh.
Mind if I have...
Take it.
Cancel.
I don't have enough...
Wait.
Mind if I have a...
Take it.
What's... Cintrian pendulum? Oh, that's 40 orens. It's more expensive. What does it look like? Oh, I don't know. Nah. Do I like it? No, I don't think so. I think I might just go for a very boring ponytail.
Mind if I have a look? I don't have enough...
Don't know what I can.
Mind if I have...
Take it.
Full ponytail. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Yeah, that's fine. Neat and uncomplicated. Oh, so we can actually just take a couple of books here. That's good. I mean, otherwise we might have just spent a lot of money on buying them.
Mind if I have...
I guess. No, I don't want to talk to him.
Godspeed!
Godspeed!
Nonsense. Just nonsense.
His voice is so fun. The long hair was better. Well, Realms of the Nordlings, Monstrum, or Portrayal of the Witches. That's a lot of stuff. That reminds me, I should probably at some point just go on a systematic like stealing endeavor here through all the houses. I might as well do that now before the evening comes. Here comes the Witcher, yeah. And steal everything that that I can. I know, I have a lot of levels. I need to spend those. But I'm not entirely sure like what I want to go for this playthrough yet. I think I might go like more towards, because I've done signs and I've done like close combat, so I might do something with like traps and stuff. I don't know if that's like a viable choice at all, skilling that way. Hello, Nori. Let me steal all your stuff. 5 orens. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, so is that all? Right, so in order to do this systematically, we'll now do this side. These are just the same houses, right? And their doors are on the other side. Oh, I think these guys will fight me, won't they?
Well, I had an inkling and it didn't disappoint me. It was a long voyage to this cesspit, but it's about to make sense. Voltest's killer, live and in person. How are you? Happy and healthy?
Can't complain.
I am delighted, really. But you see, it's a long way back to Vasima, and I'd rather not dawdle. I lost a load of time looking for you.
No reason to waste any more talking, then. Bon voyage.
Listen, Jester. You're worth more to me alive, but if need be, I will take you back as a corpse. You choose.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drop your sword and put your hands together, or I'll not vouch for what...
Shut up. Go ahead. Try to kill me.
Okay. XC, I guess. Oh, I don't think I cast the XC. Yeah, successfully, nope. There we go. Phew. You aggro him. Right. Arrest warrant. Arrest warrant, Geralt of Rivia. It is hereby made known to all that the witcher named Geralt, a native of Rivia, has committed the high crime of regicide in slaying Foltest, king of Temeria. As a murderer and traitor, Geralt of Rivia has been sentenced to die by fire. A generous reward is offered for his capture and delivery to the proper authorities. He who delivers the criminal's head shall receive 1/2 of said reward. Those providing reliable and confirmed information as to the criminal's whereabouts shall also receive remuneration. Beware, the Witcher is armed and dangerous. Indeed he is. Right. So we were about to steal everything that we can. Okay, so we've done these houses.
Let's go kill some monsters!
We've done these houses. Let's continue
Girls become witches too.
this way, I guess. Can girls become witches too? I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Children following me around.
Welcome. New shoes.
Loot. Yeah, I mainly want to steal like everything I can first, so that I don't like get any expensive items. So that I don't buy any expensive items that I could have gotten from just like going through the houses, like any interesting books or whatever. This is Laredo's residence. I suppose they don't let me in yet, right?
Laredo wanted to see me.
Commandant's busy. Come back after dusk.
go kill some monsters!
No, this house. Right. Should be everything, right? Yep. Hello. I'm looking for the bathroom.
A day like any other.
Right, this house we didn't do yet. Non-human district. Hello.
Stop looking at me!
Oh, alright. Meow.
Let's go kill some monsters!
Mm-hmm. Don't mind me. Just stealing your tools. And that's that. So those were 1, 2, 3 houses here. We've done this one. Now for those.
Does he tend to lose them?
Oh man, why does he need 2 swords? Does he tend to lose them? Oh, look at all those children following me around. Also, I'm carrying too much weight again. Lovely. Yeah, all that timber is pretty heavy, right? Okay, there's more stuff here. I need to get to a merchant.
Oh, welcome!
Welcome, welcome. Please steal more of my timber. So, where's this other door lead? Just the back alley? Kids are cute, yeah. Can girls become witches too? Alright, so this house.
Made regards.
Regards. Hello. Don't mind me. That's all you have? That's pretty pathetic. I'm sorry. I'll go now. I'll go and sell. Right, so I've done these 2 houses. This was just the one entrance here, yeah. Right, so let's go over to the merchants. Oh, I can do this house before I go there. It's just on the way, and then I'll be done with this district. Locked? Well, alright. Let's go to Fioranti and sell.
A fine mess you have here. Dwarves stealing bread from the mouths of honest craftsmen. Elves wandering among
Let us trade, shall we? Of course we're gonna get rid of all of those. All of this junk. The keys, not though. The diagrams, not. I think I'll like sell all of the crafting materials for now. I don't know, except for the ones that don't like take up very much inventory space. Elemental stone, yeah, go away, sure. Leather. I don't think I'll be crafting very soon. Oil. Except for maybe traps, I don't know. What kind of formula do we have here? Or traps are under recipes, I guess. Or recipes at crafting. That's it. You can also sell one of these monstrum box. Enhancements, potions, armor. Tight leather jacket. Yeah, that can go. Rusty daggers, broom, club, dwarven hammer, hammer, paling, rusty dagger, small blackjack. I'll keep Gwal here, as I said. Well, I could also put them into storage, I think. I do have storage in this, right? So, yeah. I think that's a little better. Claw. And that's quite a lot of damage, I think. What does it need? A bit of oil and Driga venom? Yeah, Driga venom and timber. Iron ore. Yeah, I mean, alright. I'll keep all this, I'll just put it into storage. I think the storage is in the...
Let's see. Let the stinkers see what a real army looks like.
Sergeant, though,
they bathe more often than we do.
Oh, Triss, you're back here, okay. Is it with this guy? Let's trade, nope. It was downstairs, wasn't it? Storage. In the whorehouse.
Won't even wag
Also more loot. Oh, this looks fancy. Red bed sheets and all. Lockboxes with 9 orens. How amazing. That is all. More timber. Always more timber.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
What's in here? Another of those rooms. Right.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Storage, there we go. Right, so... crafting. Yeah, I think I'll just put all my crafting materials in here. Drowner Brain isn't like crafting though, that's alchemy, strictly speaking, isn't it? Same as Essence of Water. Fire rune, iron ore, leather, oil, ore, cloth, silver ore, sun rune, timber, twine. Oh, that's a lot better. 78 weight. Amethyst dust, also technically alchemy. Right, yeah, I'll keep those around because they don't weigh very much. Diagrams I can also keep on my person, just 0.1. The keys. What else do we have? The books. They don't weigh anything. Alright, that's good. The bombs don't weigh anything. The traps weigh a bit. The traps weigh a bit. As do the potions. Enhancements. Right, I do have quite a lot of... Like, I do have 3 enhancement spaces in my armor. So I want to use some of those. Dwarven enhancement, but that's pretty good though. Maybe I want to keep that one around. Yeah, I need to get a better overview over what enhancement exists here. While here will definitely go into storage and the rake will be sold. Alright. Let us then meditate here and actually assign our talents, because we have 6 talents to assign character. First we need obviously to do the... How many points do we need to put in here? It's like 6 before we can do anything else? It doesn't say, but yeah. Okay, so what do we want? Vigor regeneration, vitality, Parry blows from all directions. Throw daggers. No. Vigor regeneration is always good, I think. Do that for now. While in combat, yeah, definitely. Wait, do I want this? I can also go throw daggers, not for now. Unlocks the ability to parry blows from all directions. Damage reduction while parrying with full vigor 100%. Okay. During combat. Unlocks the ability to redirect arrows. Do we want that? +1 vigor. Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay. I guess this unlocks the other path, no? Oh, we need probably then 8 or whatever. Okay, so this is 2 out of 2. This is or 6 maybe. This is a 2 out of 2. Do we want to do the next parrying? Am I gonna be parrying a lot? Or redirect arrows, or throwing daggers, or vitality +10. Sure. Unlocks the throwing of daggers, can't hurt. Okay, now the other ones are unlocked, but I don't have anything left concerning talents. Vitality 145. That's pretty low, though. I don't know. Should be fine. Abilities, Axie Sign Hacks. Persuasion, Cover, Conjurer. Okay. Do we want to brew any potions? Maybe. A couple of swallows never hurt. I can just do 11. Nice. Summon. Now we don't have any of those. What is it? Ether. So yeah, summon. Rook. We could do rooks. What does rook do? Damage dealt with swords. Just 10% though. I think I might go with like a sign-based playthrough again, because that's what I did in Witcher 1. And with the important save that I have here. So that would mean a couple of Petri's Filter wouldn't hurt. Well, don't have any Aether. Golden Aureole increases all resistances, Maximum sword damage. Right, that should be it. We don't want to drink potions. Do we want to meditate? Not really. Let's get out of here.
Who wants more beer?
Hello. How many Orans are we at? 3,300. We could do a couple of fist fights.
What's going on here?
A competition, brother. With the port closed, we're bored off our arses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down, winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Oh yeah.
He's a fresher like you, brother. Good for starters. Put your coin down. So, what'll it be?
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin!
Punches lights out!
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
That was easy enough.
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Up for another, brother.
Sure.
Who's up next?
Cor Bransel, known as Flip-Arse.
Strange name.
Does everything backwards. Sleeps in daytime, drinks before he eats, and tells women to get dressed before he plows them.
Flip-Arse.
Show us your orange. So what'll it be?
15, that's a mighty bet.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook! Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
That was also easy.
Hey, champ.
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender. Far too good for this drunken riffraff. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about.
So? I don't know you.
They call me King Ziggy, because I pay like a king. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings. I'll take you to the right place.
That was fucking poetry. Up for another, brother.
Always.
Who's up next?
I knew you'd end up fighting each other.
Who's that?
Tidy Tib. The bastard eats honey straight from the hive, drinks for 4, and some say he can hang a bucket full of water from his cock.
Sure.
You better get a solid coin pouch ready. So what'll it be?
Solid coin pouch, 25.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin!
In the kidneys!
Oh! Messed it up there.
Kick the ploughing bastard!
Alright, that was easy.
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Congratulations! You dropped some of the toughest brawlers. Well done. Tournament's over.
Punches light!
Haven't you had enough, brother? These fights aren't part of the tournament. We need to set the stakes. So what'll it be?
Okay.
Some of the time.
One-on-one, Flotsam. Quest completed. Where's... Oh, more timber. Where does this lead?
Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Striggett style?
No, tell me.
A pleasure to
Down
see
the
you.
flat,
I believe
tries
you
to
meant
get a
emphysema.
downfall, spat to sleep, and she wakes up a virgin in the morning.
Very funny, ladies.
Jolly.
Won't even wag my tongue.
Oh! This looks like a lot of loot. Good thing I look back here. Yay! Okay, that seems to be it.
Remind me, which one was this Foltest they killed?
Wasn't he the one who always wanted us to call him Dad?
Praise Molly. No, I've seen that one today.
Oh, hey, Margaret. I'll talk to you in a second. That's a lot of stuff. Alright. Hello.
Greetings.
What can I get you, fine lad?
What do you think of the Commandant?
Mr. Laredo is a great man. A great man. He looks after us, helping, like. Taxes are just as they should be. We're all pleased he governs the trading post and we're all perfectly happy here.
Sure. Splendid! Or are you crazy? Let's say splendid.
Excellent. You're a model citizen. I'll be sure to inform the Commandant.
Bah! Do I need publicity? I'm a humble woman. I know what's good for me. Laredo's our leader here and everything's all right.
What are you talking about, woman? Feeling all right? The town's a dump. Laredo's robbing you, and his men intimidate everyone.
That's foolishness, Master Witcher. Shouldn't say that. Shouldn't badmouth the Commandant. He's a holy man. Period.
You fear him that much?
Don't you provoke me. Beat it!
Okay. Oh! Another book.
Ever heard of doing it, Wit? Care for a little fornication?
Nah. So do I have to burn her like that?
You don't say.
With
You
some
don't
other
say.
woman, maybe. Okay. More cloth, diamond dust. Sure, no, I'll put all those in here too. Iron ore, leather, oil, timber, twine. Okay.
Left hook!
Straight. Maybe I can sell you all those brooms and rakes I found. Shovel. Okay. Let's go back upstairs then. Hello. I mean, we can read a couple more journal entries if you like that. Because I want to read them anyways. Main character. King Foltest. We haven't read Foltest yet, right? No. In retrospect, His Royal Majesty King Foltest was certainly an exceptional persona when compared to the other crowned heads of the time. This King of Temeria, Prince of Sodom, Sovereign of Ponta and Mahakam, and Senior Protector of Brugge, Angren, Rivendell and Ellender, was a firm and decisive ruler, as I suppose one should expect from someone so abundantly titled. He was the kind of a man who, when hit, made a sound suggesting he was forged of steel and not molded of bird dung. Being unmarried, he led a rather casual private life. In his youth, while still a prince, Foltest strove to demonstrate what he was capable of, and he proved capable of much. The love affair he had with his own sister, by whom he fathered his eldest daughter Ada, is widely known, as is his later affection for Baroness Marie-Louisa Lavalette. Both relationships bore heavy consequences, so to speak, and in both instances Geralt found himself stuck in the middle of the resulting mess. Foltest most certainly still harbored feelings for his former lover and decided to save the children that were the fruit of his affair. He feared they would otherwise become trump cards in the game of politics, tools of intrigue. Once Foltest made a decision, no one and nothing could stand in his way. The deaths of the great and powerful of this world do not always befit their lives. The blow was so unexpected that even the Witcher failed to react in time. A dagger's blade ran across the throat of Foltest, ruler of Temeria, cleanly slitting it, and his blood flowed out onto the floor of the Temple Solar. Thus died one of the most powerful kings of the north, at the hands of an assassin in the garb of a monk. Einar Gausel. In addition to being a well-informed bookseller, Einar Gausel was also an accomplished barber. In discovering this, Geralt learned of the only person in Flotsam who would be able to do anything about this hair. His hair. Oh, we read this already, but not the second part. If Lobadan's non-humans had been organized as a community, the dwarf Einar Gausel would have been the closest thing to its leader. Though the Scoia'tael considered him a collaborator on a human leash, Einar tried to represent the non-human minority as best as he could, even if that meant mediating between its members and the Commandant. Furthermore, he ran something akin to a bookshop, given its location in what was a complete backwater. His selection of titles was quite impressive. Cedric. For reasons that were not entirely clear, this wise and experienced elf had chosen to live among humans. He worked for the people of Flotsam as a lookout and trapper, and none had a better knowledge of the surrounding forests. Whether it was the local plants and wildlife or the dangers that lurked amidst the trees, Cedric was the local inhabitants' chief and often only source of information. Margaret, the proprietor of the brothel, was a hard-nosed businesswoman, yet she shepherded her flock of girls with almost motherly care. Shillard Fitz-Esterlin. Many northern kings appear in this story, rash and thoughtful, amorous and frigid, brave and cowardly. The reader should easily see that should their crowns be removed and a pitchfork, sword, a bunch of bills, or a goat's apple given in a scepter's stead, they would be as human as we are. The same, however, could not be said for the Emperor of Nilfgaard, the white flame dancing on the barrows of his enemies, whose shadows fell over all the events I written down. In this case, that shadow was represented by Shillard Fitz-Esterlin, a consummate diplomat who started more than one war, only to end it accepting homage from the defeated. It was difficult to guess the role of this black-clad imperial emissary, yet even such an unskilled politician like Geralt could easily assume that nothing Fitz-Esterlin did was done out of fancy or by chance. He also had reasons for giving a helping hand to the Witcher and Marie-Louise, yet these reasons were revealed only much, much later. Marie-Louisa Lavalette. I have chanced to visit... Oh, we've had that already, didn't we? No, I don't think so. I have chanced to visit the court of the Lavalettes on several occasions in the past. Invariably, I was greeted and received in a manner befitting my fame and talent. Baroness Marie-Louisa was a very comely lady, her beauty having fully blossomed, her hair dark, her lips sensuous. As with many women married to markedly older men, rumors about her were plentiful. Among them, one claiming that she had a love affair with King Foltest himself, and that the monarch had fathered her younger children. The Witcher got a chance to behold the Baroness in nearly all her beauty when he ripped her from the hands of a cruel torturer in the dungeon of her own abode. Marie-Louisa Lavalette eluded a terrible fate as they fled the underground prison, though they did so with the aid of an emissary of the Empire of Nilfgaard. The Nilfgaardian, however, was not helpful out of the kindness of his heart. Baroness Lavalette's eldest child, Arian, was beyond all doubt her and the old Baron's son. Raised to be a knight, he sought to uphold the virtues of this state, valuing courage and valor, and striving by his every deed to embody them. He must have felt extreme discomfort by the conflict that engulfed him, as at its roots lay his mother's and family's dishonor, or honor rather, pitted against widely discussed rumors of a love affair between the Baroness and King Foltest. Though the situation was dire, the young knight valiantly commanded the defense of his family's castle, intending to give not an inch of ground. Seeking to save his soldiers' lives, Arian decided to do or die. He faced the Witcher in a duel and died by his hand. Bussy Lavalette, no more than a lad back then, Bussy already displayed the pride and obstinacy typical of the Lavalettes. Some, however, attributed these qualities to the fact that King Foltest was his father. Kingslayer. Disguised as a blind monk, the mysterious assassin took Geralt by surprise. Displaying immense self-control and lightning reflexes, not to mention a talent for acting, he murdered the king before the Witcher's very eyes. He then leapt out the window of the solar before Geralt could grab him. Surviving the fall unharmed, the assassin fled with the aid of some Scoia'tael. The information in Vernon Roche's processions served to confirm what Geralt had witnessed. A man matching the Kingslayer's description had been seen in the company of Scoia'tael near the trading post of Flotsam. Finding him seemed like the Witcher's only chance. Danavan, son of Verfuril, ruled the kingdom of Adarn, which was mightily aggrieved during the last war with Nilfgaard. A proponent of authoritarian rule, he was seen as having no love for non-humans. He often moved radically against the Scoia'tael, though he drooled in spite of himself when the guerrillas perpetrated massacres on his own people. As those justified the punitive expeditions he delighted in sending into the foothills of Dol Blathanna. He also showed no shyness towards imprisoning and torturing rebel-rousers and street prophets who would interfere in his politics. Thus, it is no wonder that many could not wait to see him dead. In spite of this, his subjects could not help to be surprised by his death, for it is not every day that a crowned head paints the palace floor with its blood. Iorveth. They say all elves are beautiful, that they are born thus, In Iorveth's case, someone set out to change this, marking his face with an ugly scar that the elf partially hid beneath a crimson headscarf. Iorveth was a living legend, the elusive leader of a Scoia'tael unit whose members gave no thought to laying down their arms and continued their war against humans. Stories of his deeds, of his deep hatred of Dwan, painted him as more akin to a vengeful ghost than to an individual made of blood, bone and flesh. Certain sources claimed that Iorveth was the Kingslayer's ally and thus involved in recent events. Yet Geralt's first meeting with the elf brought few answers and ended with Scoia'tael archers laying down a deadly barrage. Indeed, it seemed at the time that the elf would only ever answer the Witcher with arrows. In the eyes of some people, like Laredo or Roche, Iorveth was a common criminal, his hands stained by the blood of innocents. Indeed, the list of those he had cut down in his fight for freedom could easily rival the number of ballads, romances and ditties in my repertoire. The dwarf Zoltan Chive is a close friend of Geralt's and mine, met while we were sneaking through the forests and wilderness of Brugge and Sodden, when war raged all around and the hooves of Nilfgaardian cavalry thundered on the high roads. Like many of his kin, he later fought at Brenna in the Mahakam Volunteer Detachment, a unit that contributed greatly to the victory, although this fact is sadly ignored by most chronicles. After the war, he wanted to start a business and even thought about taking a wife, yet fate had things arranged a bit differently. Zoltan had proved his friendship to the Witcher many times, eagerly standing at his side in any moment of need, disproving those who claim that each and every dwarf is a spiteful, aggressive son of a bitch, that they do not care for human plight and that coexistence is impossible. I know many non-humans, and if anything stands in the way of coexistence, it is human ignorance, spite and ungratefulness. They say a dwarf would get himself hanged for a friend, but Zoltan was in my company on the scaffold for another reason. The local authorities had accused him of colluding with a Scoia'tael, and that is usually enough to earn one the main role in entertainment, like a morning execution. Bernard Laredo. At the time of this story, Bernard Laredo was commandant of the town watch of the river port and trading post Flotsam. He was well suited to the position, amply demonstrating this through his brutal and heavy-handed approach to enforcing the law and meting out justice to the town. This boorish veteran of the Temerian army was perfectly happy with his posting to this backwoods, as he had turned the borderland settlement into a private fiefdom which he ruled through fear and might, passing and executing judgment at a whim. I was exceptionally lucky to escape the noose back then. Despite my deepest desire to the contrary, it would not be the last time we saw Bernard Laredo. In spite of maintaining a smokescreen of law and order in Flotsam, Laredo was benevolent to non-humans as Emperor Emhyr was to proponents of democracy. Given the slightest excuse, Bernard would have gladly rid the trading post and its environs of all those who are not human, using any means available. I'm John Natalis. It seems that every other person you meet took part in the last war against Nilfgaard. Such are the times in which we live, yet we best remember those who made their mark in the annals of that conflict. John Natalis, Constable of Temeria, is one such person. Supreme commander of the cumulative forces of the North at the Battle of Brenna, Natalis fought valiantly, commanded wisely, and contributed vastly to the victory, despite being outnumbered by the enemy 2-1. And he did not rest on his laurels after the battle. Instead, he pursued the foe, routing him nec nuntis cladis, or nearly so, leaving but a few stragglers to flee beyond the Yaruga. John Natalis was honored richly for his deeds, and a square in Vizima now bears his name. After Folter's death, Natalis temporarily served as regent of Temeria. Sheila de Tansaville. I know from experience that magicians are not above lusting for power. Among sorceresses alone, there are many whose ambition leads them to pull strings, moving kings and other mighty forces of this world. To command the elements in spectacular fashion, summon genies, bend fate, dictate royal proclamations, or at least to force others to eat chicken with cutlery. That is why magicians such as Sheila de Tansaville, known as the Corviri Lona, stood apart from the others. Lady Sheila was not known to interfere in politics, at least not visibly, instead dedicating her days to research. Strict, calm and collected, unlike other sorceresses, She did not display her feminine charms, nor did she flirt with men, jiggling her posterior before them at every occasion. Though, and I must remain true to myself here, the world would undeniably a much poorer place without typical sorceresses. Oh, Dandelion. The reason for Sheila de Tansevil's presence in a backwater town like Flotsam was initially a mystery, yet it quickly became clear that she had come here because of the Kayran, a river monster, for sorcerers gladly use the organs of exotic creatures as ingredients for magical preparations. And Sheila was no exception. Sheila's presence also turned out to be a lucrative opportunity for Zoltan. However odd that might sound, the dwarf cut gems for a magical apparatus. Alright. These are all the oils and potions we can brew. More locations. Lobinden. This small settlement, nestled against the walls of the trading post, was supposedly founded long ago by Adonian settlers. Even if true, this is of little consequence. Though the village was a complete backwater compared to the provincial outpost, Lobinden and Flotsam depended on each other because most of the area's fishermen, boat builders, tar makers and hunters inhabited the settlement, providing products and services which no frontier community could live without. Elves and dwarves made up a large share of Lobinden's population. Tensions between them and the local humans were lower than in the trading post proper, as they were all united in their daily labors. And lastly, the Kayran's lair. The monster's lair was located near a small shoal by the ancient ruins of an elven bridge. Wrecked riverboats, heaps of algae, and the stench of rotting flesh unmistakably identified the spot to which the Kayran had taken a liking. That, at least, is how it was described to me, for I was in no hurry to risk an expedition through the forest only to tease the cranky old man in his den. When the wind blew from the ruined bridge, one could smell for oneself that there was little exaggeration to the tales of the Kayran's aromatic presence. It stank so bad my eyes watered. So far, so good. Anything under other? Glossary? Nope. Quests, though. The Kayran. The Claws of Madness. Do you like ghost stories? You're going to hear a lot of them. Ghosts appear for the first time in this story in Flotsam, in a house standing in the depths of the forest. But let us start at the very beginning. It all began when Geralt was talking with Cedric. The elf told him about two men who had headed for the ruined mansion. A ruined mansion, a place where the mentally ill had once been kept and had never come back. The Witcher was intrigued and decided to see what happened to them. The Kayran. In the Kayran's lair, Geralt learned that the monster's mucus was highly toxic. Triss gave our hero the formula for a potion that would render him immune to the beast's terrible venom. But he needed a herb known as Ostmerk to make the draft. I've continued the story of the herb in another section, dear reader. Here you will learn how the hunt for the Kayran progressed. That's the Scent of Incense, Fight Club, the Assassins of Kings, Mystic River, Kayran Ostmerk. The Kayran's mucus was not only poisonous but also magical, a fact Triss Marigold confirmed beyond all doubt. A herb known as Ostmerk was necessary to prepare the antidote. The plant, as it is widely known, grows underground in very damp places. Geralt considered whether to search for such a place himself or to ask Cedric for help. Having in the past worn his boots down on long treks in pursuit of lousy rewards, Geralt decided to give his feet some rest and choose this second option. He went to see Cedric and asked him about Ostmerk. As luck would have it, the elf sent him on another trek, deep into the forest, to a cave beneath some elven ruins. Mystic River. In the monster's lair, Geralt spotted the wreck of a large riverboat. Within its shattered hull lay a corpse which, as it turned out, was that of a boat's captain. On the corpse, Geralt found a key. Picking it up, he instinctively looked around for the lock it might open. Fight Club. King Ziggy, a man of noble birth, who was surrounding himself with men of despicable status, took note of Geralt's fist-fighting successes. He offered him a chance to participate in another tournament. These were supposed to be fights for specially selected men. The participants' glory and reward would be guaranteed. Ziggy tended to appear in front of the inn at the evenings. It was there that Geralt met him again. The scent of incense. Do you like the scent of incense? Then listen. Geralt met a scholar at the harbor. The man claimed that one of the local shopkeepers sold incense producing poisonous smoke. He could not prove the murderous trade without producing a recipe for the incense. Geralt promised to get the man a recipe for a tidy sum of orens. And lastly, one-on-one. Can I not scroll up here? One-on-one Flotsam. Geralt noticed what appeared to be a fist-fighting tournament in the Flotsam Inn. He decided to test the abilities he had honed on dungeon guards. His first opponent was called Stisho, or Styko. The fight with Styko the Sot was a cakewalk. The Witcher was now ready to tackle a man called Flipass. Geralt's next opponent was Corp Ranzel, aka Flipass. He fell to the floor as quickly as the one before him. Geralt was in his prime, but the next contender, Tidy Tip, was a famed ruffian. Tidy Tip was also bested. The Witcher won the inn tournament. Right. So here we are. What quest are we going to do next? Oh, we're still not done robbing all the houses. Am I going to stream Witcher 3 as well? Maybe, I don't know. I read almost everything, that's so cool. Thanks. It's cool that you like it. I don't think most people play The Witcher like this, like really reading everything. But I'm so much into the lore that I really enjoy reading it myself. And like reading it out loud, like, is a lot slower and everything, so you have like more time taking it in as well. So yeah, I like it too. I might stream Witcher 3 as well, yeah, probably. So stick around for that, if you want. No, I don't need to trade with you. But yeah, I mean, I'm that kind of like RPG player. I like to like read every little bit that I can find and like pick up every little item I can possibly pick up. Completionist that way. Haha, thanks for that. That's cool. Right, so we have looted all the houses in Lower Lobenden here. It's not Lobenden, sorry, in Lower...
Foltest is dead.
Flotsam. Not the ones near the marketplace. Oh, rain. Rain increases the damage dealt by spells that produce electrical charges. I didn't even know that. Hello.
What was that?
That was a Witcher. Mommy.
I'm a Witcher! Ha, yeah!
Hello. Who are you? Can I talk to you? Oh, that's a lot of weapons. Why can't I? It's key required, alright. Louis Mercer, oh, that's the guy. Right.
What do you do?
I'm the Royal Castellan. I look after Flotsam's provisions, fortifications, and so forth.
So if I exterminate a monster, I need to see you about the reward?
Indeed. You could start by filling in Form H12 and taking it to...
I don't need to. I've got immunity.
Ah. Well, you'll find the notice board out in front of the inn. And good hunting to you.
Any idea why Laredo put a price on the troll's head?
Commandant Laredo has Flotsam's welfare in mind.
But the troll tends to the bridge, keeps it in repair.
Not likely. To start with, that's a dangerous beast. In addition, he pays no taxes on the tolls he collects.
That
so long.
Scoundrel. So can I... Ah, no, I didn't want to... Can I search? Key required. There we go. Couple of orens. No, I don't want to talk to you. They're wealthy people. more stuff to steal. Right, next house.
I'm a witcher!
No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh. This weather is complete rubbish. So that's the house I was in. What about this one? Okay, can't go here.
What's it to me?
Is this like the guard barracks or what? Seems like it. There's a couple of weapons here, I bet.
We've seen your likes before.
I've seen your likes before as well. I've killed your likes before.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Don't try anything stupid.
I mean, are you like this as well when you're playing RPGs or other games? Are you like a completionist too? Do you care about the lore at all? I mean, I bet you care about the lore, otherwise you wouldn't like my reading of all that stuff, right? Because I mean, especially the Witcher series, and then like in Witcher 2 especially, I like all the entries because they're like all like written so like well, and obviously from like Dandelion's perspective, which gives it like a whole other flavor as well. And you know when like Dandelion's bullshitting and when something's obviously like tainted towards, or like not tainted, tilted towards his perspective, it's pretty fun. Are these guys angry?
Are you a witcher?
I am.
You've got to do something about that filthy business. The crook selling the poison is going unpunished.
I think he's just selling incense.
Incense is only a cover. People get addicted to it, lose their senses. It's like Fistech. You must shut down that shop. Close the shop and the citizens of Flotsam will reward you handsomely.
I'll talk to the trader.
You're also trying to get 100%? Yeah. I'm like that too. So these guys want me to close the shop. Yeah, I'll care about that later. Okay, so this will lead me to the harbor. This is where Sheila has her lodgings, right?
Hey.
Hi. Right next to the whorehouse. Hello. Can I talk to you? Apparently not. That's too bad. Really? Doesn't she have... Okay. So this is Sheila's room though, isn't it? Yeah. Hello there. What are you building here? Interesting contraption. Let me steal your clothes. Oh, just twine in there. Okay, that's it, right? She didn't have any wine or anything. Let's talk to her.
Witcher, I've been awaiting you.
Oh,
we need to kill a monster that sinks boats.
Afraid?
No, but I suspect we'll need to draw it onto the shore.
Leave that to me.
I can't wait. I bet it's something spectacular.
Believe it. You'll do the honors.
The honors?
Once on the riverbank, you'll kill him, her, whatever it is.
I'm ready? No, not quite.
Did you find out where the Kayran came from?
I didn't even try.
So I take it you know it was created by a mage.
I guessed as much. And what of it? Do you wish me to feel guilty, apologize for some madman? I don't intend to. How did you know it was a mage?
I didn't. Just guessed. Triss claims the Kayran was born of magic.
She's right. Something that large couldn't possibly evolve in the waters of the Pontar. It looks like the result of some botched experiment. It's growing rapidly and will probably age just as quickly.
What's that? It looks impressive.
A megascope.
What does it do?
Many complicated magical operations. It allows me to communicate with other sorceresses, for instance.
If we're going to work together, we should get to know each other.
Is that so? Very well. Ask what you will.
Are you and Triss friends?
Friends? Colleagues, I'd say. Acquaintances, perhaps. I know all the sorceresses in the north. We aren't that many in number, which is why we support one another.
I'll be ready soon.
I certainly hope so.
Right. Oh, I can just jump down here. It's just as well. This is the Blue Stripes base, isn't it? Well, they're having a good time here, it seems.
Geralt of Rivia, the
Something's
king of
brewing.
the witches. The Witcher
Something's
of
brewing.
Kings.
Trouble. Come on, have a drink with us.
We're having a veritable party.
I wouldn't mind a shot. Celebrating something?
A great victory.
Interesting.
We did away with Veopatis, or whatever the hell they call him.
13 hacked off his head and nailed it to his arse.
You behaved like swine.
What? We're not allowed a bit of fun? It was only a wooden puppet.
Come on, let's play our game.
Right, toothpicks.
Knife throwing. Care to try me?
Sure.
Gladly.
Vess against the Witcher. Place your bets, gentlemen. 10 to 1 on Vess. Witcher, or on the wall.
What should I hit?
Vess wins.
What? I didn't even... Alright, whatever.
There they are! Those are the shitheads who desecrated Veopatis' statue!
Pitchforks! Which will you say, Bumpkin?
What's going on?
Nothing. We had a little competition.
They threw knives at a statue of Veopatis! It's blasphemy! Our gods desecrated by soldiers!
They're no ordinary soldiers, but blue stripes. Know what that means?
Blue or green, it's all the same to me. They're whoresons, all of them!
What did you say?
I just...
You said what you thought. Good, that's the way. Beer for this brave man. And drink to my health. Here's to the whore's son, Vernon Roche.
Vernon.
You've got shitty glassware in Flotsam. Not fit for a hero, but I've got an idea. Drink the whoreson's beer from the floor.
Geralt, do something.
I'll try. Vernon. Leave them alone.
What if I don't?
No, I'm gonna fight Roche now.
Enough of that! Stop it!
Get up, Vernon. Didn't mean that to happen.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
You're too hard on Roche.
I don't like sadists.
Vernon was a half-orphan.
What does that have to do with it?
He was raised in poverty. His mother turned to whoring to keep them from starving. The other children called him a whore's son. Hasn't been able to handle that insult since. Come on, let's have a drink.
All right.
Remember when we had to wait in the cave for reinforcements?
How could I forget? We ate peat, we were so starved.
Ah, those were the days.
Here's to peat, tart and nutritious.
What do you say to a little competition? A keg of beer to whoever beats Geralt at arm wrestling.
And if Geralt wins?
I'll give you my sword. A true antique. But it sacks off many a head. You don't make them like this anymore.
All right.
Me throat's a little dry. Pour us a drink, someone. Remember when I bet a lieutenant I could plough 4 elven halls at once?
He said we'd sooner cross the sea on the arses of 4 whores strapped together to make a raft.
I'd have managed it.
Sure. If only there were that many elf women at the brothel. Let's begin. We'll see if 13 can beat the Witcher.
Alright, I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, looking good, looking good. And I got him.
13 proves too weak for the Witcher. Keep practicing there, mate.
Plough off, the lot of you. Somebody pour me a drink. Remember when I rode my horse into a tree?
Poor horse.
Have a shot. It'll refresh your memory.
Gentlemen, now it's Fen against the Witcher.
Okay. Easy enough.
Geralt, the prize is yours.
May it serve you well.
Uh-oh. Gentlemen, to our health. Just like after the Battle of Garge.
Aye, that was a right piss-up. We puked all over the battlefield.
To paradise on whores' arses.
Poor Vess. Oh, that's right.
Got drunk as newts, you did. Never seen anything like it in my life.
Anything like what?
Such a sight.
Meaning?
Better you don't remember.
But I want to know.
I tell you for a few odd ends.
Speak if you don't want to get hit.
Not just drunk, but uncouth too.
Sure, you'll get an orange.
You could do better than that, surely.
Okay, you'll get 5.
You could do better.
What? Greedy bastard.
You could do
15.
You could do.
Still not content. Give you 20, but that's
there.
it.
Now talk.
Talk to the madame. She knows the details.
Well, so it seems like we just drank the night away and meditate. What time is it? Oh, I actually slept like till noon almost the next day. Well, I guess we missed our appointment with Lorido, but that's alright. Was a good party, I guess. Hungover. Also, Little Shop of Dreams. In Flotsam's town square, Geralt met some inhabitants protesting against a shopkeeper for selling dubious herbs. As you know, witches and herbalists always meet aversion, but in this case it turned out a little different. The protest's leader, Matilda Sabo, asked Geralt to make the shopkeeper close his business. Hungover. You may remember that Geralt decided to have a friendly drink with Roche's men. He awoke later on with a monstrous hangover and a nagging feeling that he had done something he should not have. He decided to learn the truth and question the madame. Also, we have a nice new tattoo, as you can see on our neck. Well.
Why the hell are we stacking and restacking this stuff if the port's...
We don't have any of our equipment. So we just gotta do our walk of shame through the town in our undergarments, I reckon. So we better talk to the madame. She's probably downstairs here, isn't she? Hi Triss, how's it going?
Punches lights out!
No, wait, where was she? Was she upstairs? No. I think it was back here, wasn't it?
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Striggett style?
No, tell me.
Down the flat, try to get it on,
Hi, Margaret.
Greetings.
What can I get you, fine lad?
They say you know what happened here yesterday.
I do. But you'd be better off not asking, darling.
Talk.
Nothing's for free. Especially in a brothel.
What do you want? 30? Is that alright?
Alright. Talk.
5 of you came in. Or crawled in, I should say.
I was crawling.
Indeed. One of the blue ones ordered 5 girls. I gave you the best because you showed me good coin.
What happened next?
This is the interesting bit. Because instead of ploughing them like the normal soldiery, you mounted them and told them to give you a ride to the port.
Can't be.
Ask the lass in the uniform then.
Vess was here too?
Sure was. She tried to stop you, but you were too much for her.
Greetings.
What can...
Okay. Talk to Vess. Well, we need to get our armor back, so I guess we'll have to. It's a pretty hilarious side quest
Keep
here.
staring and your eyes will pop out.
Yeah, that's right, Triss. I just came out of the brothel in my underpants, and I just had a CTD. Well, that's the first one I've had with Witcher 2. Unfortunate. Okay, let's restart here. Yes. Hope my last save wasn't too long away. Okay, let's see here. No. Okay, so I gotta talk to Margot again. That's alright, I guess. Anyway, I think I might go offline for now. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and
Stew's ready.
check out the channel again over the next couple of days if you want to see more of The Witcher 2, and then eventually The Witcher 3, of course. These are like some of my favorite games, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot more on the channel, including them, I think. Okay, yep, thanks again for chilling.